Wait, I think the stream is on. Okay, so this is gonna be a short stream. I'll be back on later tonight when my friends get back on, but I wanted to talk about all of this, right? Because like a lot of shit has happened yesterday. Literally, like right, like four. A lot of stuff happened yesterday at 4 p.m. This Ironmouse posted a video saying that she was leaving Vshojo. Um, Tectone and Moist Critical talked about it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna save this for stream, right? Yeah, I know. I was gone for like a couple days, but I wanted to take a little break because, I just felt kind of burnt out from playing games. Even though I still played games, but I mainly played like my games, I was tired of playing like multiplayer games. So I just played like Tarkov PvE just by myself with no one. I played a little bit of League here and there with my friends, only with my friends. I didn't really play by myself. But otherwise, I've just been playing games by myself, really. But yeah, we we have some stuff to react, right? Sorry if I'm a bit tired. I just kind of woke up not too long ago, took a shower and all that stuff. I didn't eat my breakfast, nothing. So yeah, but stream comes first. I haven't streamed in like I don't know how long, 3 days maybe, 3, 4 days. And right now, we're here. We're gonna react to this, and then we'll play a bit of For Honor, maybe a bit of rematch. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but we will react to this first because I want to see Tectone's and Charlie's like video, right? I am quite interested. Oh, also I just saw Kaysan's stream. I got into it like into I didn't really get all of it because I woke up, like I said, and I was already like 70 minutes into the stream. So she ended it like soon after. But now I don't know what she said exactly, but we gotta wait for Henya, Zen's, Haru, uh, Jija. I don't really know how to say her name. Giga, I think it's Giga. Jija, I don't know. Giga, I don't know. A lot of members. And there's some more too, but those are just the ones that I know of. I mean, I know Project Melody, um, who, I forgot that male. There was a male one, but I forgot who. I forgot his name. I don't really watch Vshojo besides Henya and Ironmouse. I watch a little bit of Zen, but I don't watch a lot of her. Giga too, Hara, Haru, Haruka. I think that's her name. I call her Haru. Um, I watch a little bit of Project, and I only watched a little bit of Fruit. Fruit. I'm not gonna be honest. If I'm gonna be, I think she was the first one I found out before all of them. I used to watch her, and then I don't anymore. But now I only watch Iron Mouse and Henya. Kaysan says she left too. Kaysan says she left too. I used to watch Kaysan before she, you know. Well, I'm just gonna say it because everyone already knows. I used to watch Coco from Hololive when before she was Kaysan and then she was Coco and then she went back to Kaysan and then that's when she joined Vshojo. So I used to watch her back in Hololive days. I should I still like I should still probably attend to some of her streams. I mean I do. The way how I worded that was so bad. Let me rephrase it. I still attend to some of her streams a bit here and there. But man, dude, a lot has happened. A lot has happened yesterday. Man, that not now we gotta watch all of this. I want to see what Asmon says. I wonder if Asmon Gold has already talked about it, or if he's gonna make a video. I only watch Asmon Gold's videos. I don't really watch his streams. I watch his videos a little bit, but not too much, you know. But anyways, let's let's watch this, right?
There's a topic I cover from time to time that always seems to ruffle some feathers and get people squirming in their chairs in anger because I have less than kind things to say about some of the biggest players in the industry. But I just can't help myself. I can't bite my tongue on it. I'm like Winnie the Pooh poking a beehive because I'm addicted to the honey inside. And
And
it,
you know what's the crazy thing too? I did not know. Okay, there's a lot of stuff we don't know in Vshojo, but um, what else? There's a lot of stuff we don't know. All we know is that they didn't pay. Well, they owed Ironmouse a lot of money and didn't pay the 500,000 to the immune deficiency. So that's all. That's all we know. Ironmouse says that she will review more if she can, right? Oh, you know, I totally forgot that Nazuna was there too. I wonder if she's still a member. I don't think she is, right? But yeah, I did not know, dude. If I remember, they released a application to join Vshojo like somewhere last year. No, not last year, 2 years ago. During the summer, around August or September. I don't know. It was when I just got out of high school, like fresh out of high school, right? And they announced that they were gonna do applications. I signed up for it. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm trying to get my streaming thing going. I'm trying to make it a job that I want to do because I like playing games. Really like playing games. I love watching videos and all that stuff. Just basically all the whatever the streamers do, like the big streamers like XQC, Asmongold, Queso, all those people, right? Charlie. I I joined. I wanted to join V Shoulder because I knew that if I joined it, I would have at least some eyes on me. I would have had some audience, right? That way I can use that as like a stepping stone to get at least to get my name out there at least, right? I wanted to use that as like a way for people to see me, like see my channel. That was mainly it, right? And maybe become friends with the people in Vshojo because they seem like good people, right? But otherwise, that was it. Just to use Vshojo as to like a way to put my name out there, meet new people if I even talk to them. Because talking to people, I'm very awkward at talking to people. I'm not gonna lie, very very awkward. So yeah, but I just want to put that out there. I did sign up for it. I did, and sadly, well, me and my friends did, but we didn't get in. Only the three of us did it. Not all of them, but we did try it, but none of us got in. So hey, you know, yeah, that's all I had to say.
In this case, that honey is vindication. For a while now, I have bah humbugged VTuber agencies. I've seen a lot of the contracts that some of the top talent were under locked into with these organizations, and they are extraordinarily corrupt.
They
I
are.
think the agents.
They are, dude. I was watching a bit of Tectone's video, right? He said that he was thinking of making his own agency. He said no. And to be honest, I thought about it too. I was like thinking, hey, maybe I should make my own VTuber agency. Because like a lot of the people said, it's the VTubers that make the agency, right? Like they're the ones who make, say for example, me, right? If I were to make one, they're the ones that make me successful and have a lot of money, but they're very like bad. Ever since like Hola, like all the people left Hololive, because I all I knew is that Niji Sanji from like what was released, back a long time ago, what was released from Nisha Sanji, I only thought that one was like the worst one because like 1 to 2% on merch sales, I was like messed up, right? And then I Whole Alive, and then you know all this Whole Alive stuff happened this year, all that stuff. That made me realize ever since Whole Alive, I was like, damn, maybe I should make my own agency. I was talking to like Matt about it, right? Sorry, I was like kind of burping, but I was telling my friend about it, Matt, or Usable, whatever, right? I told him about it. I was like, maybe I should make the agency, have the VTubers, make them get more percentage of the cut, right? I don't know. He said this too. It all depends because the agency, they have to pay for the managers, they have to pay for the events, they have to do all that stuff. Which yeah, I do understand. So I wonder how the percentage would work and what we would put in our contracts. I didn't know what. That's why I asked him to be the I put out the idea for him, right? I have him do the the whole agency thing. And I would just be there, just giving him the idea, right? But otherwise he would be the owner, not me, because I'm not responsible enough. At least I don't think I'm responsible enough. I'm not really too smart on the whole like I don't know. I don't know what you would call it, to be honest. I'm not smart. That's all I can say. I'm not smart enough to do anything. And I think he would be more capable of doing it too. So that's why I want him to do it. But he said no. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. Which I understand because, having an agency is a lot of work, you know. Dude, and imagine how Face Connect, Before Mirror, and I don't know how to say it, Sieste? I don't know. Sieste? Like it's a very underground. If I had to say CS is a very underground agency, but yeah, a lot of them, like those agencies, I wonder how they're gonna do. Like, not do, but like I wonder how they are. Like, if they're similar to Vshojo, Hololive, or anything like that. I hope not. I hope their agencies are good. I heard that V4 Mirai was kind of bad. I'm not sure. Don't remember. But yeah, I hope at least some of them are good, right? The ones that I know of and watch a little bit of, especially Face Connect. I've been watching a lot of Face Connect members. Yeah, but yeah, honestly, like Tectone and Charlie said, that all of these agencies and at least all, quote unquote, all of these agencies are pretty bad, corrupt, pretty bad. They treat their um idols, members like trash, or you know, like I said, I would love to start my own agency, but I just don't know how to do it. I don't know like I don't know how to manage one. Like I wouldn't know how to manage one and do all that stuff, right? Because it seems very like troubling. It seems very difficult, if I'm gonna be honest with you. It sounds difficult. It sounds easy, but it's probably difficult. But yeah, like a lot of and a lot of the agencies, at least from Hololive, I think their cuts are very like bad. Like I think like Hololive takes 50%, and for me, I would take a higher cut for some of them, but like only for like what would I say? Maybe merch. That's it. Otherwise, all the donations, subscriptions on Twitch, YouTube, all that, right? Can all like I get like maybe the company gets like 20%. Because YouTube already takes 30, right? So we get 20, they get like 50. I think YouTube and Twitch take 30% if you get partnership, not affiliate, and membership for YouTube. YouTube takes like 30, Twitch also takes 30, then we would take 20. I don't know. It's just like I said, I don't really know. I don't know what I would put. I don't know what's in the contract too, and I don't know if like because I want to know what Vshojo, Hololive, and Niji put all of them right. All the agencies that I know of, I want to know what they put in their contracts, and then maybe to see if like oh maybe if the person doesn't like this or they like that. But we'll have to see. And like I said, I'm not very smart in what like to do start my own agency and all that stuff. I'm not smart. That's why I said I would rather put Matt onto it because he seems more capable than me. It was just an idea I had when it's just me and him talking. It, because I genuinely feel bad for all these people who are in the agencies. Because honestly, I think indie VTubers are way much better because they have all the freedom, right? They can do whatever they want as long as it's not like controversial. So it should be fine. They get to do whatever they want. All like they do events. They get to collab with whoever. You know, they're free. That's it. That's all I can say. They're just free, right? Anyway, let's continue watching this.
Agencies in this space are exploitative and they treat their talent more like prisoners.
Yes,
It is
yes, they do.
unbelievable the depths of greed that these agencies in the VTuber space have
They do.
succumbed
Yeah,
to. But before I
I don't want to be a greedy VTuber corporation. I would never try like I've never done it before, right? So who knows? Who knows, right? Maybe if I did start one and then I would start to get greedy. Who knows? A lot of things can change. I don't even know myself. Because money and a lot of like say you have all this like audience, like the whole like say for example the whole world, right? Not the whole world, but like around the globe. And you have all this money. You could get even more greedier, right? I don't know. It like I said, it could change me. I don't know. I've never had that money. I never had that audience. I don't know. I even said it before, I think in my Persona stream. I wish for all this stuff, but it could change me in the future. And I don't know that. And I hope it doesn't for the worst. I hope it doesn't.
dive deeper into the spaghetti and the meatballs on my disdain for VTuber agencies and the industry, I would like to give you the catalyst for why I'm talking about it again today. It's because Ironmouse just made a
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, I don't really know too much about like corporation stuff. Like, yeah, I already said all this. I don't know too much about the contracts. I don't know like would you say like legality of it? I don't know. Like I said, I'm very dumb. Okay, I'm just saying from what like how do I say this? I'm just saying what I think and what I know. So I could be like completely wrong in some of the things I say. I could be right in some of the things I say, and I wouldn't know. Some of you will if someone watches my video. I mean, stream or VOD, right? Someone would know, but not me. Unless they tell me, but otherwise I would not know.
really sad video about why she's leaving Vshojo. Vshojo being another huge player in the VTuber space. They are a massive agency that's represented some of the top talent.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by Vshojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds,
Yeah.
which
I
I
just
have
said
not
that
been
too.
paid. And
I said that too because like I said, I already watched Ironmouse's video. So I already know about hers, but I want to see what Charlie's opinion is, Tectone's opinion is. And I want to know what other people think too, like Mujin. Or for example, I already checked the comments, right? For number, I know this guy. I see a lot of his shorts. He's always like, "Here's what happened in VTubing in the past couple weeks, right? That's this. I think that's what this guy does. Wait, let me read this. I never actually read this. I saw him, but I never read. Vshojo was always said to be one of the good agencies, an example of that talents that can get benefits from an agency without giving up any of their freedom given to indie creators. Seeing them do something as scummy as basically stealing from charity is such a fucking punch in the gut. I feel so bad for all the talents involved. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard this too, right? Tectone. I heard it a while back when what would you call it? Cinder or whatever, right? No, not Cinder. Um, who was it? It was when someone was leaving the agency. I think it was either one of the Hololive members or Doki Bird leaving Nijisanji. Not leaving Nijisanji, but getting basically kicked out or you know that, right? Tectone said it was Vshojo was one of the good ones because you could keep your IPs, like your models, right? Get to keep it, whatever. I forgot. It's been a long time since I watched it, so I forgot what he said completely. But I remember him saying something like that. You get to keep your model and all that stuff. And a lot of them, like say for example, Nimi, she didn't get to keep Fana's. Saba, she didn't get to keep Gura's IP. You know, all that stuff. But yeah, at least that's what I heard. Tectone, like I said, it's been a long time. A lot has happened. So I'm pretty sure that's what Tectone said around that time when Cinder and Hololive was leaving, right? Not Hololive, the Hololive members were leaving.
Most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me,
Sorry, I'm clipping
and
my
also
nails.
the reason why I am here today, is owed over $500,000 from
Yeah,
Vshojo.
For those that don't know who Ironmouse is, she is one of
yeah. When I heard like 500,000, I was like, half a million. I was like, damn, that's crazy, dude. That's a lot of money too. They can go into research, into buying like whatever materials they need to help other people with immune deficiency, right? That's a lot of money. But yeah,
the
and you know what? Sorry if I'm bringing up. I don't know if you can even talk about Aiden Ross and Kai Sinan. Why? That's the thing. Like this reminds me back, like when people in Twitter were saying, "Oh, how how is this 2D person passing Aiden Ross and Kai Sinan?" Blah blah blah. Right? Like, bro, if y'all did uh, if y'all did y'all's research, I swear to God, dude, y'all was just hating on Ironmouse for no reason. Honestly, kind of like gets me annoyed because she was doing a good thing with her subathon, right? She was giving half of her earnings to the immune deficiency, and people would like, "Oh, how could she pass them? Who the hell is she, man?" Like, if you guys at least looked, right? She was doing a good thing, and their Kaisnat's fan and their fans were just like really stupid and hating on her for no reason. Like that's the thing. Like a lot of those people probably just were mad that because she passed them, which I understand because you want to have like your streamer to be number one, right? But honestly, it doesn't matter who gets number one. It doesn't matter how many numbers they have. As long as they're having fun doing what they're doing, that's all that matters. And if you're enjoying the content, that's all it should matter. Like it shouldn't matter if they're like, oh, they're number one, or if they're like, if they're better, like, oh, they're better than Ironmouse, blah blah blah. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as the streamer's having fun, they're enjoying what they're doing, and you're enjoying their content, that's all it like it should be. It shouldn't be who has the highest numbers or whatever. I don't know. It's just really dumb. So
biggest streamers on Twitch in terms of subscribers. She even broke the all-time
yeah,
subscriber.
I never knew she joined Vshojo in 2020. That's 5 years ago. That I remember seeing Iron Mouse when she wasn't like back then when she had like her very first model. I remember seeing her because she was blowing up. Like she was blowing up back then, the early 2020s and 2019. I don't know when she started. I don't remember if she said it in the video, but all I know is that she joined in 2020. But I remember when she blew up, and then she kept rising and rising. Like her numbers kept going up. Then I was like there pretty early too. So a lot of people were. I only found out of Ironmouse because the clips early then it just like blew up, and plus like she had a really not gonna lie, she does have a really squeaky voice. I don't hate that. I'm not hating on her or anything, but yeah, so it was like very recognizable back then. I was like, oh, this is Ironmouse because of her uh high pitched voice.
Subscriber record, and she has a primary immunodeficiency disease. She has CVID. So she does a lot of charitable work for this organization, and apparently she's just discovered that Vshojo hasn't fully paid what they owed her personally, and they haven't paid the money that they owe to the charitable foundation that she was fundraising for, something that she does often, but Vshojo is required in this process because they handle her money
Yeah.
in certain cases, which is not uncommon in the space. Like, I'm gonna get deeper into like a lot of things with VTuber agencies that I've tiptoed around quite a bit in the past, but I want to like fully go into the weeds of it here. But let me just go ahead and explain where that number's coming from, the half
Yeah,
a
I want to
million.
know more about the contracts and like what like is I want to know more about like other contracts like or what they do in agencies because I'm very new, right? And like this, I'm gonna keep saying this most of the times. I'm very stupid, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying things of what I think, which is bad, which you probably shouldn't do. If you think you know, but you don't know, don't say it. Okay? I'm just saying what I think, honestly.
Half a million owed to charity that Vshojo still hasn't paid.
They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest
It
events
was,
I've
it
ever
was.
done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked Vshojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, Vshojo has not paid the charity.
So, in a nutshell, Ironmouse ran a subathon. It was extremely successful and raised a ton of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. And Vshojo did pay it out the first time around, but when she came back for the second time the following year, it was even bigger. It broke records and it
All the money. It's all the money, bro. Half a million, 500K? Dude, that is a lot of money. Honestly, like they were like saying, "Oh shoot, man, this is 500K, 500 bands. I'm gonna keep that for the company and only for myself and the people around me." Right? That is a lot of money. And like I said, many times, money could change a person. Like if you're in like a situation like mine, I guess, because back then I used to have a house, and then now I went to an apartment, and now we own like a trailer home. Honestly, it's been pretty bad for us. So yeah, so I don't know our money situation, but all I know is that we don't really have the luxuries to buy like a lot of stuff, like how Charlie, Tectone, all of them, right? Like, and if I had that money, it probably would change me. Like I said, money can change a person, and yeah, like I said many times, I hope it doesn't change me, right? That I never want to change who I am. So I want to stay as me. I want to, be humble. That's really it.
raised over
I
five
don't know if I use that word right, humble.
$500,000 that were supposed to go to the Immune Deficiency Foundation that has still not been paid out to the charitable organization to this day, according to Ironmouse. Now, I've seen a little bit of confusion, people wondering why would Vshojo even be handling that money in the first place? Why wouldn't it just come directly from Ironmouse since it's her Twitch? Well, that's where you get into the really stinky territory where in a lot of cases these agencies, they handle the finances of the talent.
They do.
They
do.
put their grubby paws on it before the talent does. So it's
that's what obviously I know about that, about agencies, because in a lot of cases, before a VTuber gets to play a game, they have to go through the agency first. At least from what I always see on Hololive, like they always put like, oh, these games are like we can stream because we asked the company, at least the gaming company. That's what they put in the description. So I'm assuming before they want to play a game, they always ask the manager or whoever they're asking, right? It goes to the agency, and then the agency asks like them to see if they can play. I don't know, at least, and then that's when they can buy it and play the game, because they have to at least get permission for it first. At least that's what I think. I'm not sure if that's how it is, because like usually you ask them and then you get to buy it. Otherwise, if you can't play it, if you can't stream it, then you can only play it off cam. That's it. That's all I know and what I think. So, yeah. If I get that wrong, someone please let me know in the comments of the VOD on YouTube. But yeah, on YouTube. If I get it wrong, let me know and I'll learn.
It's not uncommon in the space for the agreement between talent and agency to have the agency directly handle like their Twitch subs and their Twitch revenue and their Twitch ads, that kind of thing. And in the full video, Ironmouse goes deeper into this, so I highly encourage you to check out the full thing for the entire scoop. But in her case specifically, that was actually kind of appealing to her because then she would be able to stay even more private because she really values her anonymity. So having Vshojo involved in that process was actually kind of a big deal to her. And for previous fundraising through Tiltify, it wasn't a problem, but when it came to the subathon money, since it was going through Twitch subs and everything, it meant Vshojo was going to be involved in this process, and the first time it was fine, it apparently went off without issue, but this time, when the money was even higher, well, some kind of screws must have went loose over there at the Vshojo headquarters. I guess that shit just fucking burst into flames or something, and they just haven't got around to it. They're still putting out some fires, and they'll get to it any day now. Vshojo would be responsible for donating that money on her behalf, an obligation that they still haven't fulfilled all this time later, according to Ironmouse. It's diabolical, withholding over $500,000 to charity, and also withholding money that Ironmouse is allegedly owed as well. And what's even crazier is how unsurprised I am by it. Now, full disclosure, I didn't know too much.
Now, the money, like owning Ironmouse money, yeah, I'm not surprised by that too, because it's agency stuff. My friend told me about too. He was like, I'm not. Matthew, he was like, I'm not surprised she didn't leave earlier, right? And I was like, and he told me yesterday. I only found out like, he only made me realize it yesterday too. He was like, because like they hold out a lot of money. So I was like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. I think that's what he said yesterday. I don't know. It's kind of forgot, dude. I have a memory of a goldfish, honestly. But yeah, he said that yesterday. Something like that yesterday. Oh, they holding a lot of money, but the part that really surprises me, and probably like everyone else, is money for the charity. That's the part that's surprising.
Much about
yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything.
Vshojo's inner workings. That was one of the few agencies I wasn't super privy to on like the behind the scenes of. But I'd always heard good things, but I always had skepticism because of how the industry functions at the
I heard good things too, but I don't know. Like, I thought it was fine. Like, I genuinely thought it was fine.
Agency level.
But I kind of, like I said, I kind of had like some sort of doubts too, because like it's an agency. It's a VTuber agency. They're always gonna be bad. And like I said, I hope Face Connect, Siste, I don't know how to pronounce it. Sieste, I don't know. I before me, I hope that they're good. At least that they're good. My expectations of them are pretty low because of all this stuff that's coming out from Vshojo, Hololive, all that nonsense.
Level from the other ones I know. And this kind of dirty, scummy, greedy business is just so standard for these agencies in the
They are,
space.
yeah.
It is sickening. Now, Vshojo is going through big turbulence right now.
They
They're
are.
losing some of their top talent. Like even before Ironmouse's video, about a month ago, they made a post about how Giga was going to be departing Vshojo.
Month ago. Oh, I never knew this. So she left? I never knew that. That is crazy. Wow. In June. I never heard anything about June. Cause like I said, I don't scroll through Twitter. I don't do any social media stuff besides YouTube, TikTok. Um I don't use Instagram at all. I have it. I only post like rarely. I only use YouTube and TikTok as my social media platforms. And I get my news from like TNN, Teresa and Nogua News, Pegasus, Charlie. Gosh, dang, this thing's bright. I only ever get like news from them, but I never get anything from Twitter. But I never knew Giga left.
Shoujo. And then just 48 hours
What? Wait, no, this is no July 11th. Wow. So Zen left already. That's crazy. Wow. They announced this on June. Wow. I never knew this. That's crazy.
talent. Like even before Ironmouse's video, about a month ago,
That-
they made a post about how Giga was going
Giga. Yeah, Giga,
to
right.
be departing Vshojo. And then just
Like I said, I only watch Giga a little bit and Zen a little bit. The only people who I mainly watch a lot is Ironmouse. That's why I don't know how to pronounce Giga's name because I don't really watch it that much. I only watch Ironmouse and Henya, right? A lot. What, dude? That's crazy. Hold on. Okay, so there's Giga and Zen, right? What about Henya and the other ones? I don't know how K-san says she doesn't know how JP is, but I wonder how it's gonna be. But dude, I never knew that they were leaving. Wow, this is news to me. That's crazy. I'm like, wow, I am left in the dark. Like, what about Project Melody and all that stuff? Dude, that's crazy. And I really need to look at Twitter more, but I hate Twitter. I'm not gonna lie. I hate Twitter. I don't wanna like look at it. Twitter is just a bunch of I don't know. I don't know. I get a lot of bad stuff from Twitter. Like, all these idiots, dumb people, and I'm just like, I don't want to use Twitter, I don't want to use that. I don't want to see that stuff. But let's see. I wonder if they're gonna show more.
48 hours later, they announced Zin would also be leaving Vshojo, one of their original members. So there's definitely been some,
just those two.
curious Georges out there wondering what's going on at Vshojo that's got everyone leaving. What's this exodus from Vshojo all about? Fun fact, Giga is actually with us at Cheeky now.
What?
We're not like a VTuber agency. That's not what I'm trying to get across. Our soap. She really likes our soap.
Oh.
Cheeky soap. So she's partnered with us at Cheeky, and she is an absolute sweetheart. That's what I was trying to get across. The
Okay,
point
I was
is,
about to say,
some, like,
whoa.
really good people.
I was about to say she's in Charlie's grip now. I was thinking as in an agency. I was like with Cheeky. I was like, wait, she's with Charlie, like working with them. I was like, but no, I guess she just likes him.
Been leaving Vshojo, and now Ironmouse have dropped this video about some very alleged scummy practices here.
But dude, that really surprises me. I never knew Zen and Giga left. I never knew that. I thought they were still part of Vshojo. I genuinely thought they were still part of it. Like, I that is actually surprising because I've never seen any news about it, about them leaving. Yeah, I'd never seen anything about it. Honestly, the only person I knew who left, like for sure, was Matara. That's it. That's all I knew.
here at the Vshojo corporate level,
Hold on, I didn't
and
hear him.
I did a video about some very alleged scummy practices here at the Vshojo corporate level, and I don't know how Vshojo recovers from it going forward.
Yeah.
They haven't made a statement yet. It's still a little too fresh as of me making this video. I'm very curious what they're going to say about it. If I had to spitball, I would imagine that their next play will be donating that money to the charitable foundation. I imagine they donate
They have
the
to.
515K
They would
to the
have
Immune
to.
Deficiency
And make an
Foundation
apology.
or whatever the exact number was. I bet they'll do that to desperately try and save face. I don't think the community will respond well to it because it's very clear that they're just doing it now because of the public pressure that's being exerted on them.
Yeah.
I
think that's the best choice for them right now. Because if they, like, honestly, they're gonna get hate both ways. If they donate it now, like Charlie said, they're gonna still get hate because they're just holding, they're like, oh, so you held the money, just didn't want to donate. And if they don't donate, people will be like, okay, so you're still holding them on the money. So you should at least donate the money, you know? But from what I think the best option right now is to donate the money, because at least it would be like, okay, you donated the money, but we still hate you, you know, because you shouldn't have done that for the whole year. Like it would have been understandable. It was like for like a couple months if they held it for a couple months, but that's a whole year that they held it on, right? But yeah, that's the best choice right now is to donate and just apologize. Because if they don't donate and then apologize, people are like, okay, this is just apology, but you're not giving them the money that they should have with the $500,000, right? That's the best choice right now. I think, and I feel like that's the best choice.
don't know how they move forward with a good reputation. I don't think all of their talent's going to leave overnight. I imagine a lot of those contracts, in fact, I'm confident a lot of those contracts lock them down for quite a while with like some non-disparagement clauses in there and everything. Like I bet there is a lot of things at play where the talent won't be able to leave even if they really want to. And I can only hope that the community here doesn't start attacking the Vshojo talent for staying.
Talent, not idols. Hololive is more of an idol agency. I guess Vshojo is more of a talent agency. Yeah, that's why I should be saying more. But yeah, that's the thing too, because like Charlie said, the contract could just be holding them down, saying, "Oh, you can't leave. You have to stay, and if you want to leave, you have to like do certain stuff." That's what I don't want to have. If I want them to have like, it's their own IP. Like we made it for them, right? So they can keep it. If they come in, secure it, they can. They own it. Like they own it. I don't want them to pay for it. It's complete. The model comes completely free, right? They own it. It's them. They're not bound by contract. They can leave whenever they want. People can join to anything like that. I don't want to make people feel, like they're chained to this agency. No, I don't want them to feel trapped or anything like that.
Because I imagine in a lot of cases they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Now, that's kind of.
And if I were to make one, I kind of do. I kind of want to make one, but I'm not capable enough of doing it.
The situation
and like Charlie said, I don't want to have people be chained to an agency. They should be able to own it. That's just what I think. Because at the end of the day, they're humans. They're just like us. They breathe the same air. They poop. They pee. They eat. Do the same thing every single human on this earth does, right? And they should be treated at least like how you should be treated, So I don't know why they're being treated as like, oh, they're our money makers. They should be treated like trash or all that stuff. I don't think that's right for anything, like at all. I feel like this world needs more people who are caring in like the job, like any jobs, because like I feel like in some jobs in the job industry, like just like Walmart or something like that, right? Anything. I feel like everyone should be treated like respectfully. I know there are some customers who are like really bad, right? But at least I don't know. Put a smile. Don't try and like keep them. Put a smile. There's no reason for anyone. I feel like to get mad. Sure, I know I get mad too. I say that, and I get mad, but I don't tend to get mad at anyone. I try not to at least, because at the end of the day, everyone is like I said, everyone is human, and like that clip I posted on TikTok, right, where I mocked the guy, right? I kind of felt bad that I did that because it's like he was probably having a bad day, or he probably just, he was probably just being a troll, being a rage baiter. In the end, I ended up getting him mad because he searched me up on Instagram. I don't know, which was honestly kind of lame. It's like, why would you do that? Like, if I made you mad, like, um, my gosh, my nose is very like I I don't know, my nose. I have to keep touching and scratching my nose. But yeah, the clip I have on TikTok of me mocking him, he was probably having a bad day. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe he woke up that day and feeling like he wanted to troll people, right? I mocked him, and then he got mad. I'm assuming he got mad because he searched me up, and then he found my Instagram, right? Honestly, people like that are. It kind of scared me too when he searched me up because it's like, oh, who is this the guy? Like, because people on the internet, they like people on the internet are kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie because like you don't know who they are. Like they could dox you, they could threaten you, they could do anything, and you don't know. And when he searched me up on Instagram, I was like, oh crap, is this guy gonna dox me? But no, he's not. Once I found out he wasn't gonna do anything, I was fine. But yeah, people like that are just really weird. I don't know why they talk. They do all this talking, they talk smack and do all that stuff. And then when you talk smack back towards them, they get mad. They're like, okay, don't talk, don't talk, and don't expect to get like shit talk back. But like I said, he probably woke up. Like I said, I felt bad for doing that to him because he's just a normal guy. You know, he probably is a normal guy. Like I said, I don't know him. I'm assuming he's a normal guy. Because he has a family, he has friends just like I do. I felt bad doing it. And that's why I don't really like talk back to anyone, at least in online. I try not to talk back because first, number one, I suck at trash talking, and I don't want to make them feel like I don't want to make them mad or annoyed. Sure, I probably made them mad or annoyed because of how bad I'm playing, but just talking back to them is just not gonna make it any better. It's just like, oh, okay, now this guy thinks you're annoying. Next time when he meets you, he's just gonna think the same thing, right? No, I don't want them to think that. I want them to think that, oh, okay, this is the first, like, obviously the first impression of me is already bad because of how bad I played. Oh, this guy's a bad player, but I'm not a bad person. I don't believe that I'm a bad person, right? But yeah, where am I going with this? Honestly, where am I going with this? I'm just talking. I'm just rambling. What I'm just trying to say is that treat people respectfully. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Honestly, it's just we gotta have more nice people on the internet. There is a lot of nice people, but there's a lot of bad people for sure. But there needs to be more of like just genuinely chill, nice people. Yeah, I guess. Let's just leave it at that.
In a nutshell.
At this point, I'm just rambling. I forgot what I just like. I literally forgot what I just said. Because like I said, I have a memory of a goldfish. I tend to forget things pretty quick.
Oh, but I want to dive deeper into agencies as a whole. I've kind of teased it a little bit throughout the video. And I know people like to talk about VTubing as a whole, like it's some kind of niche that's not mainstream. That couldn't be further from the truth. It is a multi-billion
Yeah,
dollar
it is.
industry,
It is.
and it is so lucrative. And the
It blew up during COVID. Like VTubing started blowing up in COVID because it was just like literally everyone was just inside their home.
these agencies have swooped in
Yeah, they came in pretty big. They capitalized the moment when it was like, oh, this is the perfect moment. We should start doing this. Life grew pretty big. Vshojo especially grew pretty big too. Those are the only ones that I knew that grew pretty big, along with Niji, because like those are like the three big ones that I know. Like if you look at Face Connect or V4 Mirai and Sieste, I don't know. They're not as big as they're big, right? But they're not as big as Holo, Niji, and Vshojo. So
and made sure they are the ones getting the lion's share of that money, and they'll kind of trickle down, drip feed a little milk from their titties to the talent that's under their umbrella. And what's even more disgusting is they fed people
or why did Charlie?
shit and gave them a taste for it, an acquired palate, normalizing their
That's what I like about Charlie. He has like crazy like bro, who comes up with this?
lion's share of that money, and they'll kind of trickle down, drip feed a little milk from their titties to the
Like, who the fuck comes up with this besides Charlie? Charlie's funny. I'm not gonna lie.
talent that's under their umbrella. And what's even more disgusting is they fed people shit and gave them a taste for it, an acquired palate, normalizing their greed. Where
Like, okay, sorry for pausing, but his vocabulary is just very impressive. Charlie's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
the talent, the ones that are actually gathering the audience,
Yeah,
the
right.
actual VTubers,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people have been saying that too, but that's what I'm saying. They make the agency success. It like they made it. They make them successful, not you know the agency themselves.
they don't see most of the money that they bring in. The agency does. That includes merch. That includes their Twitch subs. That includes YouTube revenue. Pretty much any piece of the pie that has dollars, doubloons in it. The agency is the one that's got their fingers in it, and the VTuber gets
Yeah,
pieces of it,
yeah.
tiddlywinks. And I think it is so ass backwards. It has always rubbed me the wrong way. So I've always talked very negatively about.
That's what I'm saying too. Like when I mentioned the cuts, when I said I wanted to make my own VTuber agency, because I don't know how much they take from Twitch subs, because like I said, YouTube, Twitch, and whatever already takes like 30%, right? They take 30%. I don't know how much the agency takes and how much the talent already owns. Like say for example, Ironmouse. Let's say she was still in it, right? So Twitch takes 30%. Let's say Vshojo takes like 30. That's already 60%. And then she gets 40. Left with 40% of it. That's not a lot. So like Twitch subs, they're not a lot. They're like what, $2, $3, I think? That's not a lot of money. Like I said, at least make it 50. Like make it 50%. Let's say Twitch takes 30, the agency takes 20%. That's already 50. 50% of it goes to the talent. 20% sounds reasonable. The merch would probably, like I said, the merch is probably the one that I'll probably take the most of. Donations, donations completely go to them, honestly. Like it would be 20 for the agency and then 80% of talent. I don't know how much they take from donos. That I don't know. Thank you for the follow, by the way. But yeah, so I take I get 20, they get the talent gets 80%. They get most of the donos. The merch, like I said, it'll probably be the most I take, like 40%, and then 60 for them because the merch is like is what would like help us pay the management, pay the big events that we're gonna do. If there is gonna be any big events, like going to TwitchCon, going to do a like I don't know, any big events. The merch is what's gonna be like paying for like the whole agency. Like I said, the managers for the talent, the and the events. That's all I can really think of as of right now. Oh, and it'll be an income for me. Let's say I'm the owner of the agency, right? It'll be the income for me, just the merch, and a bit like the main source of income for me. Obviously, the other ones would just be like side. It'll just be on the side because they're not like because they're not gonna be paying me as much. Like the donos, the subs, none of that. It's mainly gonna be the merch. Also gonna be what's gonna be paying for, like I said many times, the event, the management, and potentially the talent themselves if they need it. It's just what I think I would do. Maybe I don't know if that's good. Like I want to try and make it as best for them as possible. That's all I can think of. Like because I want to focus on the talent themselves, not the agency. Like if the agency fails, that's fine. As long as the talent gets to live on, that's really all I care about.
VTuber agent.
I know that I know that the um I know that the agency, gets to like they make these big events for the talents so that they can do what they want on like the big events like I don't know, something at TwitchCon, right? They want to do something, I pay for it so that they don't have to pay out of their own pocket money. And if like for example, like say, I do all that and the agency loses money, they go bankrupt, I have to resign. I have to shut down the agency. I'll let them go free, and I feel like that's what the agency should do. Is only pay for the events, pay for pay to make them have a good time. And if I lose money, so be it. As long as they're happy, that's all I care about. All I want to do in life is just to make my people and friends happy and my workers happy. That's all I want to do. I want to make sure everyone is enjoying their life, make sure nothing is going on. I want to be there for them and support them all the way. I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to be doing any of that stuff. Right. But like I said, I don't think I'm capable of starting a VTuber agency. So I don't know.
It has always rubbed me the wrong way, so I've always talked very negatively about VTuber agencies, much to the chagrin of the VTuber audience. The audience that watches VTubers is very loyal to their favorite creators in the space, so they get
They
very
are.
upset when the 5'6" Florida man Neanderthal shoots spitballs at the agency that represents their favorite.
I mean, I watch VTubers, but I'm not very loyal to them. I am, I guess you can't say I am kind of loyal, but no, I don't care if you talk shit about agencies, honestly, because like I there are some people like me who like who agrees with the agencies that they're bad and they don't care if they talk shit and they know it's bad, so they don't care, so that's why. Um but yeah, I'm one of them. I don't care if Charlie talks trash about it. I don't care if Tectone talks trash about it. Because I know how bad it is too. It's very like bad for the person. not the agency, the talent. It's very bad for them.
VTuber, because the community, like the relationship between the agency and the VTuber, is one that's supposed to be built on like a tight connection, like this partnership, almost like a family. But nothing could be further from the truth. It's about as much of a family as like the prison warden is to the prisoners. I just think it
That's the thing. Yeah, that's a good comparison. I want to make them as like my family. Like if I would have an agency, they're a part of me. Like I'm not gonna let go of them. I'm not gonna make sure that they're suffering. Um, like I'm gonna think of them as family. That's what I'm gonna do with them. Like they're like I said, they're they're humans. So they're not some money making machine or anything like that. They're just humans.
is completely unacceptable the way a lot of these agencies treat their talent. I also think a lot of people have been completely misled by them in on the industry as a whole, where they act like there's only one path to success when it comes to VTubing, or at least they did. Not so much these days. It's starting to kind of get a little more clear that you don't have to
Yeah, it
sign with them.
is.
But for the longest time, it was as if there was only one path to success in the space, which was signing with an agency, where they basically give you a career. They grow you through their network. They give you all the tools to
That is true. Like I will agree with. Hold on, let's finish.
grow, but they basically own you. And I know the argument a lot of people make is, well, they gave you your career. You do owe them like 90% of the money that you generate. That makes sense. Without them, you were nothing. And I just think that is completely delusional. I think you've been brainwashed to think that. It's a little different nowadays where so many people are doing
Like yeah, they did give you a platform. Yeah, hold on, let me. They did give you a career. They gave you a platform to where you have an audience, right? But they like if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't have made you like successful. So if it wasn't for the talent, you wouldn't be where you are right now. As the agency, you hired them and they made you rich. So technically, they don't owe you, you owe them. Like, yeah, you may, they, sure, whatever, but like, they did, like, you did give them a platform and everything, but they're the ones that made you money. So you cannot be treating them like trash. And yeah, I guess that's, yeah.
doing really well independent. There are so many independent VTubers that are crushing it, and a lot of formally contracted talent for agencies have left to be indie and are still doing really well. So it's being proven that you don't need these agencies to succeed as a VTuber. And I understand, like, they do help speed up the growth of the career.
Yeah, they do help speed up because they, as an agency, they'd be like, oh, like how Hololive, they if the new like let's say for example Corone, right? If she wasn't in a agency Hololive and she just started, her growth would be slower. But since she's in Hololive, they promoted her, they did all this like stuff with Corone, she blew up like pretty fast. So that's why it's good to be in an agency. Like I said, I wanted to try and join Vshojo just to like use that as a stepping stone to get viewers, to get like an audience, right? And then, because like I said, I would only join an agency because I know how bad they are. I would only join it just to like get an audience and then probably leave because of how bad they are. So yeah, like I said, I didn't know how Vshojo was because I only heard good things, apparently good things, but now light is being shined upon. But like I said, at the same time, I kind of had my doubts. It wasn't like it was like 10% doubt, 90% like okay, they're fine. Like this is a good agency, but the 10% was like saying okay, maybe it's a bit doubting because like it's still a VTuber agency because they're pretty bad. A lot of them are at least. So that's why, yeah, yeah.
Because then they just plug and play to like their network and just have eyes on you by default. But from everything I've seen, it just never really seems worth the trade-off. Like you never get a better deal. So like let's say you start with them and then you explode and become the biggest VTuber in the world. All the ones I've seen, the contracts don't scale with that success, so you
Yeah,
still
right?
are locked into a bad deal.
That's what they should do too. They should change it. Like change it depending on like early on, like if you're starting an agency early on, I would understand if it's like if you take most of the earnings, right? Because you want to grow your agency. I understand that. And that's fine. I understand if you want to take not most of it. Like say for example how like I said I took 20% of donos, 80% goes to them, right? I understand if you take like 50-50 donos because you want to use that to grow the agency, hire more talents, get more eyes on you. But let's say you get big, right? Like how Hololive, then change the contract. Change it, be like, hey, we're changing the contract. This time you're gonna earn 80 and we're gonna get 20 because we're already so big. You helped us get like this much, and now we want to help you. This is how much you're gonna earn from now on, and we're only gonna be focusing on earning from your merch because our merch is what's gonna be helping us like feel the events, feel the um, commissions for other merch sales and all that stuff. That's what they should be doing. And that's what I want to do too. But like I said, I have no money, I cannot start an agency, and I don't think I'm capable of doing it. But that's just an idea, okay? That is an idea. I told my friend about this, and like I said, I think he's capable of doing it, not me. I'm pretty incapable of handling like I don't think I can handle a lot of people because first of all, I am socially awkward and I cannot interact with people well. And I don't think I'll be able to manage because I suck at managing. And like I said, I'm pretty stupid. That is just what I think. Okay? That is what I think. Oh shoot, I did not mean to click on that. Sorry, I meant to click on I meant to click on the stream behind,
Deal. And now the agency just makes a
but yeah, we're gonna be playing For Honor for a bit and then move on to another game.
that success, so you still are locked into a bad deal. And now the agency just makes a killing off of your success, and you
Yeah,
kind of stay in the same spot more or less. Like it just doesn't ever really feel worth it to do that when you can still be very successful without these agencies. And it just sucks to see that it is still so.
and like I said, I would have used it as a stepping stone to get an audience and then leave when I feel comfortable. Like say, oh, okay, I am good with my audience. I think I should leave the agency. Always leave as soon as possible. Use it as a stepping stone. Because honestly, I would love to start my own. Honestly, I'll hire I'll hire Ironmouse. I'll hire Henya. Kason. I would let since they're already big. Like, well, it's not really good to hire like big, like VTubers because like they're good on their own, right? But but yeah, honestly, if you're starting off, it's okay if you take a lot, okay? Because you want to fuel your agency, make yourself well known, put yourself out there. But later on, when you are successful, when your talents are doing good, change your contract. Make it appeal to them, okay? Not just the agency, not yourself. Don't be greedy. This is what I've been telling my friend. So, yeah, this I don't know. It just sucks seeing this because Vshojo I thought it was good, and now it's just It's just bad.
So common that these agencies are greedy scumbags, like in this case here with Vshojo, apparently. But anyway, just wanted to yap about this a bit. That's about it. So yeah.
Okay, now we look Pegasus. No, I don't know who that guy is. All right, we will watch Tectone's video.
A YouTube video. Like, comment, subscribe to me. Turn the bell on for all notifications. This will not be the end of it. This is just the beginning. I shit you not. Ironmouse just left Vshojo. Now, I will be 100%. I have known the things that Vshojo has been doing behind the scenes for around 15 to 16 months.
I already know about this. I watched like 3 minutes. So I mean, yeah.
Unfortunately, legally, I am not obligated to be allowed to talk about it. I try to warn people with vague language and vague terminology to let people know what's actually going on because I am not allowed to speak my mind. I have also been asked to not talk about certain things. But trust me, since a certain 3 members left way back in the day, I know everything that's been going on even before.
I think he's talking about Silvervale, Nanners, and Bebe. Those 3 members I know were in Vshojo and left.
All of that. Yes, I have been trying to warn people about Vshojo, but every single fucking time, the world just makes it so goddamn hard to just take my fucking word. I don't know when you guys think that I have this reputation for lying, and you guys make it, not everybody, but some of the people are always like, nah, it's not like that. Nah, it's not like that. I don't know when you think I've missed. I don't know when you think I've been wrong about this shit, but I have warned.
I would say I am kind of new to tech. Ever since I've been started playing Zenless, that's when I started seeing like Tectone's videos. I knew about him way before, but I never really watched his content until when I started playing Zenless. That's when I was like, oh, okay, I'm starting to like Tectone's content, right? I never knew, and I barely watched him. I watched him like I used to watch him. No, not used to, but yeah, I started watching him like, yeah, when all that stuff happened, right? I never knew him. He said he put out like vague language, body language or something, or like trying to say it was bad. So I don't know. I didn't know, but he did say it was good, and like if I remember correctly, it was good that you get to keep your IPs. That's what I remember him saying.
So many people about
Like that's the only good thing, because like only like Hololive, for example, like I said, if you graduate, that is not your model anymore. That is completely theirs to own. Like that is completely Hololive's. So you have no rights to own it. So that's all theirs. And you have to get a new one. So that's all I know. That's why Vshojo is only good for that. Is that you get to keep your IPs. That's it.
so many companies, about so many creators. But this Vshojo one, my God, the pushback I received on this one was fucking insane. To where I literally just gave up. And I said, okay, well, let's just wait. Waited, and we have now seen. So, do I have your attention now? I'm gonna let you guys know the things that you guys are about to find out. There is even worse shit. Unfortunately, I am not allowed to say. But I would like to tell you, I do not support Vshojo at all. I haven't in nearly 2 years, and there is a reason why I, at a point, was considering making a VTuber org that I was lightly affiliated with to finally get the representation and the fair treatment of VTubers.
You see, like I said, I told you, like, I think I said this in the stream, like this stream right here, that Tectone said he was gonna make his own agency, and I said I was going to do one too. And I said this many times, and I'm gonna keep saying it because who knows? Some people, if someone clips this and take it out of context, I'm gonna keep saying this. I am not capable enough. I am stupid. I would love to start an agency to support the VTubers because of how poorly they're being mistreated. Honestly, I want to start one to support them. I would love to start an agency with Tectone if he were to start one. Obviously, not me. Like, not me. No. Well, I don't know. I say not me, but like with Matthew. Like, I'm always gonna use Matthew because he's smarter than me. He's 100% smarter than me. So I'm gonna use him to like, because he can at least sometimes Matthew can interpret what I'm trying to say. A lot of times, like he can understand what I'm trying to say. Sometimes he can understand what I'm trying to tell him. You know, Michi. Ah, yo, you know, I'm starting to like, I'm starting to watch her like a little bit. But yeah, I I am I that guy can interpret what I'm saying, so he can understand. Some of the stuff I say is just a bunch of stuff, but he can understand me, right? He can understand what I'm saying sometimes. So that's why, if anything, I would love to have him work with Tectone to make a VTuber agency, but he said that he's not. Okay, but like I said, I would love to start one if I had the money and the audience, of course. Obviously, you're not gonna get the audience like say right now and then start one, but yeah, you have to start one and then get the audience from there. But I would love to start one, definitely. And when I have one, I would love to support the VTubers. What else? What else do I have to say? What else? What else? Yeah.
Because guys, they're treated like shit.
Yeah, they are treated
They
like
are.
shit.
VTubers are treated like shit, and it makes me fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
I have been warning people.
What the heck? It makes me sick too. Because
Reason why I, at a point, was considering.
Because, like I said, they are human too. And you're just treating them like trash. That they are human. At the end of the day, they are just like you.
Making a VTuber. VTubers are treated like shit, and it makes me fucking sick. I have been warning people since a advertisement deal 3.5 years ago because corporations understand how gullible and how easily influenceable VTubers are when the same VTuber who had the same concurrent viewership as I had on Twitch got paid a deal $500 for 2 years when me at the same CCV was paid $12,000 for 2 years.
Damn.
I got paid, I shit you not, $250,000 when they got paid roughly $12K because they know these VTubers don't talk. Because they know these VTubers won't talk about business. Because they know these VTubers won't talk about drama, won't talk about money, they won't talk about shit. Because in this VTubing space, the reason why so many VTubers get fucked over is because everybody is afraid to talk about anything. They will cast you out if you have any drama. And if you talk about money, you're seen as a fucking a scam artist. If you talk about collabs or things that you should look out for, they all of a sudden think you're a cloud chaser. It's so hard to talk about.
True. That is all true, honestly. That is all true. That's why I like Tectone. That's why I like him. He is not afraid to talk. He's a good content creator, honestly. He is not afraid to speak for a lot of the VTubers. Which is why, me, personally, I like him. You know, I like his content. He's not afraid to say what he thinks. And he's kind of funny too, so.
About anything in this VTubing space, which leads these creators to get abused and manipulated by these corporations. Guys, corporations are not your friends. There is no VTubing, there is no good VTubing org. And I stand on that, and I've been saying that shit for nearly 2 years.
Okay. Let's hope. I've never seen any news. Like I said, I think V4 Mirai had some bad stuff. I don't remember if it was V4 Mirai or something else. I hope V4 Facecam this this day, I don't know. Hold on, let me look it up. This group, right? This group right here. This group. They're not that big. They're not that big. I only watch boy. I only watch her. But this is very like new, right? I watch her and some V4 Mirai. So let's see what I have here. Okay, nothing. Yeah, Panda class. I've seen a TikTok clip. Have y'all seen that TikTok clip? Actually, like, and then yeah, like a lot of crazy stuff on Panda class. Very. I saw a TikTok video where a girl was showing her boobs. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? They allow that on TikTok, but like that was crazy. I'm getting sidetracked, but apparently Panda class is like on a Korean website. I'm not sure. I don't know what website it is. And y'all heard about the Koi Kenshin stuff, right? Everyone already knows that. It's already fake. V4 Mirai, right? I watched some people on V4 Mirai, but and who else? Yeah, Phase Connect. At least these members. Yeah. That's the people who I watch, right? These members. Um I hope these three companies aren't bad. I but like they're VTuber agencies, so I don't know. They could be bad, but all I'm like I said, I hope. I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying that they is. I'm saying I hope they're not bad. I have some faith that they are not bad. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope they aren't bad.
And guys, guess what? It's time for you all to become enlightened. And I promise you, once again, you are going to want to subscribe to me as well as subscribe to Ironmouse. Support her original video.
You didn't even subscribe to her until now.
Support the charity foundation. Okay? This is about to get very uncomfortable. Turn the bell on for all notifications on my channel.
Unless he was subscribed and then he just unsubscribed and then did that. Yeah, that's fine. He could just done that.
Keep you guys updated on this. Over the next couple days and the next couple weeks, I'm letting you know there's going to be a domino effect. Be ready for it. I'm hoping
there is going to be a domino effect. Like how Hololive, how all those members kept on leaving. And Cinder, while all those people came out and said stuff. Dude, that I'm not gonna lie, that was the two crazy like that whole time that was crazy. Hololive and then now Cinder. Like dude, that was crazy. Also, have you heard that Shion re-debuted as like a new person? Yeah. I just want to put that out there.
you will take my word for it and prepare because we're going.
Now all I hope is that those agencies that I just mentioned aren't bad. I hope they aren't bad. Okay?
Going to be seeing a lot of people finally being comfortable with breaking their silence. So, shall we get into this? We shall. Go ahead.
Come on,
Let's
Tectone.
get into it. This is very sad, by the way. This is very sad. I've only watched about a minute of this so far, but I'm glad that a lot of the topics that I was waiting to be talked about are talked about. Let's get into it. Here we go.
I am leaving Vshojo.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by Vshojo.
Yep.
With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds.
Oh, yeah.
Which I have not been paid. And most
Yep.
importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from Vshojo.
Scamming charity of $500,000. Oh, but Tectone, you're wrong about Vshojo. Oh, but Tectone, no, they're one of the good ones. No, they're not. This is about to become a domino effect. You are about to see a lot more people leave Vshojo. Guys, I've been warning you. I really hate to say I told you so, but the chip on my shoulder is the size of a fucking boulder because I wish more people would have listened to me when I warned of this. However, I understand the hesitancy because I'm a pretty brash fucking guy. This is the reason why so many people want to silence me because they know what I know and they fucking want me to shut the fuck up so bad. Guys.
Like I said, I just recently started watching Tectone. Like, I think this year, actually, I started watching him. So it was like, I've never heard him say anything about Vshojo, anything like that. All it was just, like I said, just that the good thing about Vshojo is that you get to keep your IPs, and that's it. That is it. That's all I heard him talk about. And I've never, like, anything previous before that, I've never heard him say anything because, I just started watching him this year. So, yeah.
$500,000 from charity. This isn't a Zentrea. This isn't a Kason. This is Ironmouse. This isn't a Haruya. This is the face of Vshojo. Vshojo.
I think that's her name, right? Um. Yeah, it's Haruka. Yeah, Haru. I'm just gonna call. Yeah, her name was Haruka. I just call her Haru.
Vshojo does not make the streamers. The streamers.
That's right. Vshojo does not make like, and I agree completely with Tectone said. I completely agree with him.
Make Vshojo, and that's the.
And that is what I said before we ended on Charlie's stream. Like, sure, you hired them, you gave them a career, but they're the ones that made you successful. It is all on them, not you. It's all the talents.
Bottom line, streamers make.
Let's replay it.
Vshojo does not make the streamers. The streamers make Vshojo, and that's the bottom line. Just like OTK, this isn't an S-fan. This isn't a Seer. Okay, this isn't a Tectone. This was an Asmongold. Ironmouse to Vshojo is what Asmongold is to fucking OTK, is what Kai is to AMP. Okay? This is the big dog, the big horse, the mother of them all. Without Vshojo, without Ironmouse, Vshojo is nothing. It serves zero purpose. It should disband now. And being a part.
Okay, I don't. But it was so stupid. That was so stupid. But that was a low tier god reference.
Of a org as a VTuber that's known for scanning $500,000
Like,
from charity. Not a good look. This looks bad on every other member who stays. This, what we are now witnessing, is in real time the death of Vshojo and also the rise of its creators. This is the point where people are going to realize they never needed Vshojo. They never needed to rely on them. Everybody is going to go support them in spades. Go support Mouse. Go support all the members of Vshojo. Go support why I always say, and if you notice, remember Synerdrama? How I said support independent VTubers? And I said that over and over.
yeah, I remember him saying that.
And over again. That's because every corporation is shitty as fuck to their VTubers. It's disgusting. And something needs to change. Also,
Which is why I want to start one. Like, I genuinely want to start one. But like I said, I got no money. So starting an agency does take money. A lot of money. But yeah, honestly, it's just pretty shit. Honestly, it's just treat them good. They're the ones that make you money, dude. And with that knowledge, you gotta treat them respectfully, dude. Honestly, it's so bad. It's so bad.
By the way, VTubers, feel free to reach out to me if any of you guys are needing any help, any guidance, any additional income. If you need help with sponsors, if you need help figuring out for new managers, I will help you with anything. I will never disclose the content of our DMs. Feel free to reach out to me. I will help any of you guys with what you need. I won't say a fucking word. Feel free to delete the DMs after because I know you're talking to the devil. I will help you with anything. Swear on my life, I will not leak shit. Okay? I'll help you guys get taken
This is
care
why
of.
I like
I know
Tectone.
right now it's a very scary time for a lot of people. I will stay up for the next. I'll keep my ringer on for the next 48 hours. Any VTubers who need help right now, DM me. I got you. Okay, I will. Great. I'll get you connected with the right people. All right, keep going.
I know that this is a lot, and
Yep.
it's very important for me.
Yeah, and if you guys remember, if you guys refer back to my I was gonna private this because my brother. If I'm gonna be honest, look, my brother, who is a mod of my um Twitch, he does say the N word. Okay, look, I'm sorry if that offends anyone. Okay, look, he doesn't use it in a bad way. Like I get it. He says the N word, and I know he shouldn't. And he's my brother, and quite frankly, I don't care as long as he's not saying it in a bad way. Like at least the way how I interpret, he uses the N word, like not the hard R, by the way, the A with the A at the end. He says it in a way of saying like, oh, that like you know, let's say this for example, fuck that, you know, and the way he's like the way how I interpret it, the way how he uses it is like, dude. So fuck that dude, because yeah, back in that rush stream, I was thinking of becoming a. I wanted to because I didn't want to show my face, right? Because I kind of hate the way how I look. I'm not gonna lie. And now he was telling me that I should become a male VTuber, and I said I was thinking about it. I wanted to, and Roger, one of my friends, said you shouldn't become a male VTuber because it's kind of ass. And I agree with Roger. It is kind of ass to become a male VTuber because first of all, it's like not a lot of male VTubers, not that I know of, is really popular. Like pulling in huge numbers like Ludwig, Tectone, Asmon Gold, those numbers. Not that I know of, right? And I don't actively look for male VTubers because, you know, I only watch like the big ones. So, and a lot of the big ones are females. So yeah, that's why I'm assuming not a lot. There's not a lot of big male ones. So, but I would love to become one just so I don't have to show my face because I'm very insecure. Yeah, and all that stuff. But yeah, I would love to become a male VTuber. Definitely reach out to Tectone because he said reach out to him. I do want to become a male VTuber. I do. But it's just how do you become entertaining as a VTuber? Like that's the thing that questions me. All you can really do is play games. I'm not, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really that entertaining when I'm by myself. Unless I'm with like my friends, then probably I'm at least a bit more entertaining than I am just solo streaming, right? That is why I proposed the idea that we should all become a group streamer, right? The three of us. Usable, Casca, Yukin, and Matthew, right? Just become a group streamer. Because at least that way we're more entertaining than we are by ourselves. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think those two talk a lot when they're solo streaming, like how I am right now. Because I talk a lot, both ways when I'm streaming solo or with them. I talk a lot. I try to because I'm trying to be entertaining. And just in case of, people want to have a conversation, they can come in and watch. But yeah, I want to become a VTuber, but I don't have the money to commission. I don't have any of that stuff. So I do have a free model that I am using. Is that pumpkin one? But in reality, I would love to have my own model. So yeah.
To be honest with all of you,
Man, I've been here for like an hour and 30 minutes and it's just me reacting and talking. We might not even play any games. I might just watch all this because I wanted to get this all on stream, by the way. Get my thoughts out there, you know, and react to this with you guys. You know, like I said, I'm gonna come back later today and stream when my friends get on. Right now they're not on, so it's fine. Also, man, I kind of wish I had money too. I'm not gonna lie. Because if I had money, I could definitely buy more games and play more games. To like, because like I said, I'm a variety streamer. I want to play all types of games. I want to play like different types of games too. Try it out, see if I like it or not. But yeah,
I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately, right now,
man, I am just yapping, dude. I am just yapping. But yeah, make sure you follow me on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. I stream on both 3 platforms. I'm thinking of TikTok if I can get on TikTok. So I'm trying to get my TikTok up right now. But as of right now, I stream on 3 platforms: Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Follow me on Twitch because I got affiliate, so I want you to watch the ads. It helps pay. It helps gets me revenue. So that's what I'm really excited about. Like I can finally start earning. So if you can follow me on Twitch and watch my content, you can lurk. Just have me in the background, It really helps. It really does help.
I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day I will be able to tell you the full
Hold
story.
on. Hold on. Like my sister got me chips like yesterday and I'm getting quite hungry because like I said, I woke up, I didn't eat breakfast or anything like that. I do have chips. I'm gonna snack on it real quick. I'll grab it. And then this way it can at least sedate my hunger and yeah. My sister got me these puffs, uh Cheeto puffs, spicy Cheeto puffs. Alright, I'll eat them, but later when I'm done streaming, I'll eat. I'll only eat a little bit of this.
This is unfortunately a very similar issue that a lot of creators are happening when talking about the malpractices in the overall streaming space as well as the VTuber streaming space. It is a very, very, very cold, bitter world, and people are not aware of the repercussions and the current horrible things going on behind the scenes. It's bad, guys. It's bad. Like this is like fucking threat level demon. This shit is bad.
For now, I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of Vshojo. If you
Amazing. This needed to happen.
give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of people right now,
I just want to make something very clear. It's company policy that when you leave an org to say, and I really appreciated my time at insert org here. So, before anybody thinks, well, they left and they said they had a really good time. Yeah, that's because they're required to.
Yeah, they are.
Hate to break your immersion, guys. Hate to break your immersion.
that this might be the first time you're ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I basically have a low to near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life. So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a
Ridiculous.
try because
Hearts in the chat for
I
Ironmouse.
wanted to see if I could make some friends online because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just continue on with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine
Right.
recommended
Understandable.
that I try an app called FaceRig.
I'm not gonna lie. Even though I'm doing this right now, I I don't like it. I don't like showing my face.
That would allow me to
I kind of hate doing this. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm only doing this too because my friend wanted to get a webcam, and I don't want to leave him alone with doing a webcam. So I thought, I might as well get a webcam too. So he's not the only one doing it. Because I want to support. I'm talking about Yukin Casca. He's the only one with the other face cam. Usable. He wasn't there when we were discussing it, but I wanted it to not just only be him. So I bought this webcam to show that I'm doing this to support him and myself, because like we're both trying to grow together. Well, I should really say the three of us, but he's the only one with webcam, so that's what I'm saying too. But we discussed it in June last month, and July, because the whole month it was just me and him streaming. The whole month of June, my friend Usable, Matthew, he wanted to take a break for 30 days, like the whole month, right? So it was just me and him streaming, and that's why I'm saying the two of us, because we were discussing this. But yeah, I want all three of us to succeed in this streaming thing so that we don't have to do like crazy 9 to 5 jobs, and we want to do what we like to do, just to play games. Yeah.
use an anime avatar to stream, and that's how I started VTubing. It took me a while to take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join Vshojo, and it was through Vshojo that I was able to grow into the Ironmouse that I am today. When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join Vshojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because
I am really hoping she talks about something very specific. And if not, I'm going to have to talk in a certain way where you guys are going to have to pick up what I'm putting down without me saying it. Because I'm not allowed to say it. So I'm hoping she talks about something that I very much wanted to talk about because I have been asked to not say anything. So I'm going to need you guys to really pay attention to the words that I'm saying. Just in case she can't say it, I'm going to allude to it, and I need you guys to piece it together. Okay?
I felt like I just couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything,
I truly can't imagine how hard it must be for Mouse to operate on a day-to-day under the amount of stress that she was underneath. And I understand that Ironmouse has made some mistakes in her career that obviously I'm not going to talk about, but with how much pressure and how much stress is on her, I completely understand having to deal with becoming a freelance VTuber into having to operate underneath a strict corporate schedule must be very difficult. And also, I want you to notice that the majority of people who get picked up by these orgs are a common trend, female VTubers who do not believe in themselves. And that is pretty much 99.9% of the corporate VTuber streaming space, or as the independent VTubers have a lot more confidence to operate by themselves.
I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So
I've
I was
been there.
worried
It
about
sucks.
expectations
It
and
really sucks.
a million and one other things. But I ultimately decided to join Vshojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving. But for right now, here's what I am allowed to share with you.
And I'm going to also allude to some other things just for fun.
I would always be told how important I was for the company.
Mm-hmm.
And I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to hear.
To translate this, she was guilt-tripped and coerced into staying in a company because of rhetoric being frequently used of "we need you or we can't survive." Disgusting thing to do, to put a corporate day-to-day checklist on numbers and finances on the head of a very sick woman who needs their rest. So
I was just about to say, because I was biting my chips, I was eating the chips, right? She's sick. You're making a woman do that? Like, come on, bro.
to translate, she was guilt-tripped into staying into a company that she did not wish to stay in.
It put a lot of pressure and a lot...
Oh, and by the way, them saying that there'll be nothing without her, and they need her, by the way, guys, they're fucking right. They're absolutely fucking right. 1,000,000% they're right. They are nothing without this streamer.
of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt-tripped.
And there it is, by the way. Yeah, professional translator. Glad we got here. The death of Vshojo was Bebe, Silvervale, and Yanners all leaving at the same time. We all know what the fuck was the last thing they did. Straight up, nothing. It has not felt the same ever since then, and everybody fucking knows it. This had to happen.
In designing, I felt responsible for everybody.
I joined Vshojo, like, I started watching them. I mean, I watched Ironmouse, like, way before, but, like, when I got into other members was when Silver, Vay, and Nanos all left. That's when I, like, joined them. And Fruit was the first one that I watched. She was the first Vshojo member that I watched. Other than Ironmouse. So, yeah. So, yeah, I guess, I don't know.
I felt responsible for staff and talent alike.
Yep.
And I felt like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was destroying everybody's life.
To put that weight on Ironmouse's shoulders is fucking crazy. That is absolutely fucking crazy. Guys, this company stole $500,000 from charity and then took a sick woman's goodwill. And I hate to use this word because I usually do not believe this word, but in this very rare case, I'm going to say the M word. They manipulated a woman
Oh, wait.
into staying with the company because
I thought you said N, not M.
they know they're nothing. They know they're nothing without her. They I'm going to say the M word.
M. Okay, it sounded like he said N.
They manipulated a woman into staying with the company because they know they're nothing. They know they're nothing without her. Scummy as shit.
But this didn't feel right with me. And I began to feel
Ow.
extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life, so one amazing thing for me was the fact that Vshojo handled all my payments, and it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information, so that was always a blessing to me. As time
Somebody in chat just asked, what can we do about this? I need you to go to Ironmouse's original video,
Yep.
share it around. I need you to go to my video. I need you to share it around. I'm going to be making well at least 15 videos over the next couple of weeks on this very specific issue because there's a lot more that's going to come out. There's a lot more things that are about to happen. So be ready, spread the message, interact with people spreading this word, and tell your friends. Just interact with the videos, hers. Please go subscribe to Ironmouse, support that channel, leave a supportive comment, share this shit around.
Donate. Also donate. On her in the description, Ironmouse has a link. Go to it and donate.
went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Guys, it doesn't matter if you think VTubers are cringe. It doesn't matter if you think Sea Dog's a fucking snake. It doesn't matter what you think of Sea Dog at all. There is no way anybody can deny how much good they have done for this world with how much charity, money for charity they have raised at every given opportunity. Doesn't matter what you think of them. They have done so much good for this platform and so much good for this world. It's unbelievable.
The majority of the money raised is...
But yeah, Connor has done a lot of good stuff, but who's calling him a snake? That's my first time hearing it. I've never heard anyone call him a snake.
through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction, and other miscellaneous events that we've had. However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following 2 subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and
I would like to go on record saying I think Sea Dog is great.
Yeah,
I would like to go on record saying that.
he is a good content creator. Go check him out. It's pretty funny too.
of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Because the money came from my Twitch...
To pause. Some people were upset at Sea Dog for shit talking me to Ludwig. I don't care. I don't care. That's his homie. I don't care. Sea Dog can never get me to not like him. I think Sea Dog is fucking awesome. It doesn't matter. That's small shit. Who cares? It was during League. Who cares? That's it. Talking about it. And I want to drop it. I'm not that big of a bitch to want to continue it. Just giving you context. Let's move forward. That's it. That's literally it. Anyways, move forward.
revenue instead of a Tiltify link.
I don't care.
It required Vshojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done.
Yep.
The support was overwhelming.
Yeah, Ironmouse has... Listen, am I a firm hater of VTuber subathons? Yes, absolutely I am. I'm going to be real. Like, I am a hater. I am a hater of VTuber subathons. But that being said, that's just because I'm jealous. You can't deny that Ironmouse popularized doing subathons for VTubers, and due to that, brought a lot of financial stability to VTubers when they needed it. And I personally think that it's fucking great. Am I a jealous fucking bitch because I can't just slap on a PNG and go to sleep and not lose any viewers? Yes. Would I do it if I had the opportunity to? You're goddamn right. I will admit my hypocrisy. But yeah, she's done a lot of good with popularizing the subathon and bringing a lot of money to VTubers who need it, as well as charity.
And I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record.
Yep.
But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Amazing.
I once again asked Vshojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, Vshojo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency Foundation means
Oh
the
my
world to
God.
me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy,
Oh my
time,
God.
and resources
Yeah.
raising money for
I'm pretty sure, like everyone, not everyone, a lot of people already expected Vshojo to not be good, but they were surprised at the fact that they didn't donate. I mean, I was too. I was surprised that they didn't donate.
charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say
That's
that we've
disgusting.
raised nearly $4 million.
That's
for
absolutely
charity.
disgusting.
We almost always raise
Legit,
money
fuck
for the Immune
Vshojo, bro. That's
Deficiency
fucking
Foundation.
disgusting.
They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes over 450
This shit pisses me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
conditions. The
This
Immune
shit pisses me the
Deficiency
fuck off.
Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped.
I wonder if Terrorizer and Nogwa is gonna. They should react to this. Honestly, I want to hear their opinions on this too.
Me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation
Spicy, I'm not gonna
has
lie.
broken me.
Oh, those chips are spicy.
I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this, unfortunately, I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds,
Yep.
which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is
She's not gonna talk about it this video. I will. I got something to say once this is all done.
owed over $500,000.
What does he gotta
from
say?
Vshojo.
I'm quite
I
interested.
really wish that I could tell you more, but right now, I have been advised to wait for legal proceedings. As of right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a loss of what to do right now. I'm kind of
Good shit.
processing everything.
Mouse is probably scared, but this is the best thing to happen to her career. And she will get that money back, and she will win her case 100%. It's just a matter of time. No, this is great for her.
Very sad
This is great for her.
and very confused. Once again,
She never
I
needed him.
want to apologize to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my community who has shown so much support.
I feel like she doesn't have to apologize to them. I understand why she's doing it because like they didn't get the money, but it's not your fault. It's completely Vshojo's fault, not your fault.
Ironmouse's community is incredible. It is. They are so loving. They are so kind. It's honestly a little bit weird. Like, it's kind of insane. Like, I mean, good God. Like, they are like, holy fuck, 300,000 subs? Like, that's crazy. 300,000 subs is crazy. Yeah, I mean, Jesus. Yep. Mythic, hold on, what'd you say? Mythic needs a helper with anything without any contact. Oh, bro, I know Mythic will help Ironmouse 100% if she wants it. If she wants it, absolutely, Mythic will be there for her 1,000,000%.
Me, I also wanted to say that all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I really haven't had much time to process this. But below the video in the description box is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thankfully, any donations made through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this, and
Here, I got y'all. This will be from us.
Yep.
We'll donate the max.
W Tectone. I would love to donate if I had money, honestly. I would donate too if I had money.
Yeah, give me 1 second, guys.
But sadly, the only way how I can help is word of mouth.
Yeah.
Just I can't, dude. I told you I have no money.
Easy. Yeah. We sent him. Let me make sure I'm not leaving anything. We sent him 500 fucking bucks. That's from all y'all. That's from all y'all and me. We sent the fucking max donation. So yo, that's from all y'all.
You gotta do it. You
I
gotta
understand
do
not
it.
a lot of y'all can donate. Don't worry about it. That'll be from us to them, and I'm gonna link this to y'all as well. If any of you guys are fortunate enough and want to support this cause, you are more than welcome to. There you go, boys. Feel free to get in there. All right, let's keep going here.
Still, you
Let's
know,
support the immune deficiency.
you don't have to watch him to support it, you know? It's a good cause. You just gotta donate. That's all you gotta do. I would, like I said, I would if I had money, but I don't, sadly. The only way how I can help is by spreading it by word of mouth.
Foundation. Sometime this
My God,
month,
were you Nova?
I
Thank you for the
plan on
fucking
doing a special live stream
50 subs. Thank you,
in
bro.
order to raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Just to reiterate that, she's gonna be doing a live stream soon to raise more money for the cause. So make sure you're there. Make sure to support.
What are you talking about?
I hope
You don't
have
wanna
a ton of
support-
friends joining me.
You don't want to
and
support it? That's
hopefully
crazy.
There'll be a lot of singing
You don't want to support people with immune deficiency? Come on, that's crazy.
and a lot of fun and just a day full of happiness.
By the way, do me a favor. Do not ask Ironmouse to invite me to that. I am far too controversial to do content with VTubers. People would freak the fuck out and cause them a lot of stress. Please do not inconvenience any of these people by saying invite techie. Don't do it, okay? They would
What?
get so much bad PR. Now,
Well, I mean, it's fine. Look, if you need your money, you need it, right? If you want to donate, you don't have to. But you know what you could do? Tell your friends. Tell everyone about it. You know, that way you're still helping. Yeah. I know. That's why you tell more people about it. You show more people. That way, that any support helps. You know.
now in 3 months, go ahead. But for right now, just let them do their thing. Support. Don't be annoying about that shit, okay? But I appreciate you guys. Okay, just go there to support her live stream.
I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good.
Hold on. Let me get that donation link. 400 raised? God damn, 400,000 raised. Dude, that is a lot of money. Let me put it in the I'm gonna put it into the chat. I know. Here's the link. That way you can go if you want to, look. I'll be on Twitch too. I'll do it on Kick. That way I'm helping, Anyways, look at this, bro. Look, 400 raised. The goal was 10,000. That's 400, bro. That is crazy. Whoa! Because gamer subs, 15,000. Donating again because Vshojo stole the first one, bro. They wish I could give more, but little goes a long way, right? Every cent is worth it for Ironmouse, for friends, for all the people who are involved. I know, close to 500. Very close to how much they stole. But gamer subs, bravo. Bravo, gamer subs. What? VTube Studio donated 12,000, Doki Bird 10,000, VGen 10, Kenji 10. Dude. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. They're gonna go past the threshold that Vshojo is like they held out 500K, and now this is almost 500. Like, damn, dude. That is a lot of money. See, this is what I mean. I wish I had this money so I could also donate like this much. Like I want to be able to like support all of this, right? I want to be able to donate. Like, look, see how even $10, even $1. Sadly, I don't have $1. I can't donate, which sucks. I can't do any of that. So yeah, go if you can't donate, share it to other people. You know that's the best you can do right now.
So thank you guys so much for all the support, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.
Yep.
And once again, I want to say that I am truly sorry. Okay.
You got nothing to apologize for.
Yeah, nothing to apologize for.
You got nothing to apologize for, Mousy. Good job getting through that video. Hold up. Let me link y'all the original video. Guys, please go leave your support on this video. Please leave y'all support for this video. Go give her your support. And let me go ahead and do this for you guys. Yeah, I got y'all. That probably summarizes all of our thoughts, huh? That probably summarizes all of our thoughts. Yeah. That's fucking insane. No, that's disgusting. Now, let me, for no particular reason, let me tell you what we do know. So what we do know, what we can confirm, via
What?
Talent's words.
What do we know?
Right? People
What do
always
you
wonder
know?
that. Scamming $500,000 from charity, undesirable working conditions, as well as guilt tripping sick women with autoimmune deficiencies to stay in an org they don't want to be a part of by guilt tripping them, saying that the employees will be fucked without them. Notice a common trend of money being what really drives this corporation. You want to know why? Because corporations are going to do corporate things. Now,
Yep.
I want to tell you about OTK.
Before we start, Yukenshin, if you're still here, would you want to start a VTuber agency? A better one. One that's way better than all of these trash ones that we have seen so far. Because for me, I would love to start one. I would appeal to the talent themselves. I would not make it to only benefit me. I'll make it benefit them. Yeah, right? Why don't you want to start one? No. So why are you saying no? I did ask Matt to do it because like I feel like Matt's the only one capable of doing it. Too much work, it is a lot of work. But with the effort, we can do it. The three of us, if you, me, and Matt do it, we could do it. I feel like Matt would be doing a lot of the work though because Matt knows what he's doing. I don't. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't know what I'm doing. You're not into VTubing? What are you talking about, bro? I mean, I'm not too into it, but I do like VTubers. Okay, I do like VTubers, but I'm not a hardcore like VTuber watcher. Like the only thing I watch is VTubers. Even though, actually, I take that back. Yeah, I think the only thing I do watch is VTubers. I have been seeing a lot of more VTubers, but I do watch a lot of people with webcams, not VTubers, non-VTubers. Yeah, I do watch more than you for sure. Yes. So that's all I wanted to know is if you would start one. That's it.
People always say, OTK so bad, OTK so bad. They pay you to be a part of their org. They support you with whatever you need, and they don't take $1 from you. Same thing with C9. They don't take $1 from you. Here's a completely unrelated analogy. Guys, I was watching this show, and it was about this up and coming actor who really decided via word of mouth that there was this grand
Hey. Well,
there was a ninja who really wanted to be a part of this village.
well, I don't know what. Barely, huh? Well, I mean, she's not a girl no more. It's Saba now.
You know, there was the Leaf Village, where Leaf Village made sure to give all of their villagers ramen and a house and rice and anything they needed off the goodwill of just they were happy for them to be a part of their village. And then there was the Mist Village. Same thing. They would actually pay people to be a part of their village. It was amazing. I'm pretty sure this was Naruto. They would pay them just because they needed more villagers in their village, right? And they would help them with whatever training they needed to do, made sure that they really needed to any type of bed or like luxury or house they needed, they would always have it. But then there was this super evil village.
I never watched Naruto, so I don't know.
Black clouds everywhere.
I don't know what he's talking
always
about.
Surrounded in evil and very bad people always coming out of this. And it looked horrible. It looked horrible. And these other two villages were already, they didn't really want they didn't want the robot ninjas. They just wanted human ninjas. But there was this big black village, and that's how you know it's bad. Right? And they were like, oh,
this big black village. That's how you know it's okay, bro.
well, we like the robot ninjas. We like the robot ninjas. So come over here. But everybody knew how bad the big black village was.
The BBV.
So the robot ninjas,
big black village,
they didn't want to be a part of that. But then there was another village right next to the big, bad, evil black village. And in comparison to that big black village, when that's all the robot ninjas knew, it sure did look good. And everybody would talk so positively about this other village near the big black village for all of the robot ninjas.
Where is he going with this?
Because on the outside, it looks so good. Rainbows, waterfalls, frogs. But what you didn't get is that was actually a genjutsu. It was a genjutsu, the Sharingan. It would Tsukuyomi your ass. And everybody on the outside of the other robot ninja village thought it was so good, which made it so hard to criticize because
so I think what he's trying to say is that all the people who were criticizing the Rainbow Village, like with the genjutsu and all that stuff, that genjutsu is supposed to be Vshojo, and all those people are criticizing. They couldn't criticize it because they thought it was good, but on the inside it was bad.
Compared to the other big black villages, this one seems so good for the robot ninjas.
Wait, or the big black villages, the other VTuber corporations.
But this village, it may have helped them with any type of thing that could benefit them. Oh, there's going to be an event that's going to make our village look good? Sure, we'll help you with that. Oh, you need help moving products that's going to make our company look good? Great. But even worse, what they did is they took the supplies that villages in need needed, and they told all of their villagers that, oh, yeah, we gave it to them. They didn't do that. They were lying. They were stock holding it themselves. They were keeping it.
Yeah,
and worse,
I think he is.
Something strange was happening. While every other village, when they would go to eat their ramen, and every other village would get their whole bowl of ramen and a drink and a fucking side.
I think the big black villages were the other corporations he was referring to.
For some reason, this village decided that it'd be okay to take 60% of that ramen, and to take 60% of that drink, and to take 60% of that side. And
The donations, the subs, the merch sales, I think that's what he's saying, the 60%. Wait. That's how much they're taking?
the robot ninjas, because the only thing they know is to avoid the big black village, they thought this must have been good. They thought this must have been great because the other village looked so bad and they couldn't join the human villages. They could only join the robot village. But that's completely unrelated. I don't know. Something about Naruto and being the next Hokage. But I don't know. Just a story about robot ninjas. I don't know.
Wait, so...
But anyways, that's the video.
They take
This will be posted on
60%?
YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell for all notifications. Subscribe to this shit. There will be more coming out
That's crazy.
very soon. And I
60% tax on village. That is crazy. Like, dude, they take so much. That's literally what I'm saying, dude.
will be here to talk about all of it. Appreciate y'all. Support independent VTubers. Fuck these corporations. Fuck Vshojo. I'm out.
That's literally what I'm saying, right? Like, oh no. Oh, okay. I thought it was actual Vshojo, but like no. Okay, so right. So here's like what. Oh, like I like if you're starting off, I said this like very early. If you're starting off, it's understandable why you would take so much. It's because you want your company to grow. But later, when you are big enough, like say someone as big as Ironmouse, and they like, because Ironmouse has like the most viewers, most subscribers, so she's so as big as like that, right? Like the corporation, she gets the money. If you are big enough and have that much, let her start earning. Give her like change up the contract. Make it so that she earns more than what you take. Cause like you're already big, right? It's my stream. Why is my stream? Cause you're already good enough. She's making you money, right? You guys got big. Look how many other talents y'all have. Now, at least change the contract. Don't keep it the same throughout the whole, like, I don't know, whatever, right? For 5 years, it's been the same and it has not changed at all. Like, come on, dude. That Vshojo is over. Like, they're done. They take 60%. That is crazy. Anyways. I think that's it, y'all. That's it's been 2 hours. I'm gonna be like I'm gonna stop streaming because yeah, I'm just gonna stop. I'll be back until my friends get on and then we'll all stream something. But as of right now, I'm gonna end my stream. I guess we're not gonna play For Honor. But that's it. We are that's crazy. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of news has came out of Vshojo, and it seems like they're done for. It seems like that's it for them. They can't recover from this, honestly. I wonder how the other members are gonna react to this. We already know that they almost all of them left, so yeah. More stuff will come out and we will react to them. You and me. All right. I might have some friends react too, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Today too, because it's like, yeah, this was all yesterday, so most stuff might come out today. Anyways, that's it. Yeah, we were just gonna react to Charlie and Tectone's video. I paused a lot on Charlie's video and talked a lot because I didn't really pause on Tectone because it's like kind of like the same thing almost, but they both like discussed it. I wanted to hear their opinions and their like what they said about it. And yeah, honestly, that's it. And I'll see you guys later tonight. All right, bye guys, bye.